I don't care if you're selling, you're misrepresenting, I don't care if it's marketing, especially in the financial arena, like I said, or just being unethical, and especially things that basically trace back to crime, right? So what I want to say is this: if you're in business, or if you want to get in business, if you want to be an entrepreneur, because I see this a lot in the financial arena.
I got two questions for you. What do you do and how do you do it?
Even in the payment space, right? Especially in the payment space, where you have banks that are involved, and we already know how banks operate, or the institution of banking by itself, how it operates, and then you couple that in the payment space, man, you're talking about a lot of moving parts and a lot of messy things happening in the industry, and you have every and anybody coming in there to try to get a piece of it. And if you try to change it, who knows, you may get a bullet in your head. To be honest with you, because it's such a lucrative industry today. And I think some people, not all, one of the reasons they loved crypto or Bitcoin is because it didn't deal with the banking system, not because they wanted to do the right thing. Some people saw it as another way to run that into the ground or to take advantage of that because of all the loopholes and blind spots that are in that. But anyway, let me get back to it. Even, especially in the payment space where you have a ton of people and entities coming into the payment space, they come in maybe thinking one thing, of course they want to make money, but then they see how it's operating and they now, because of carrots dangle before them.
Holy Eureka! I've discovered a carrot mine!
Because of money, they forget their ethics. They forget their principles. It's a very shady industry, extremely shady. The financial and the payment space, just full of freaking unshady, unethical people. And you know the crazy thing about it? There's always attorneys involved, right? And I don't have to say anything new about that. But what I do want to say is that if you want, I would say start with the end in mind. Start with the end in mind. There's another book by the same author, Simon Sinek. I think he wrote the book called Start With Why. Matter of fact, there's a video you can watch called Start With Why, I believe it is, by Simon Sinek. Think about how you want to be remembered in life, right? How you want your children to remember you, because you can do all this stuff to make the money and do this and do that, but then you still have to, at the end of the day, you have to sit down at the table and look at your significant other in the eye.
I see you.
I see you.
They may not know what you do. You have to look your children in the eye. They may not know what you do, but one day they will find out. Do you want that kind of discredit? Do you want that kind of shame? There's another scripture, I believe it says that the sins of your father shall be visited upon the son. And again, I'm not the most religious person, but that's true, right? So how I operate today will affect my son tomorrow, and how he operates will affect his son. That's why people talk about generational curses. It's because our behavior hasn't changed. Our mindset hasn't changed, right? We can still be shady people. So again, start with the end in mind. Let me know if this helps. Be good.